Hi guys, it is the day after Christmas and I am so excited because Zach and I just had such a nice time yesterday and this weekend in general. We both worked Christmas Eve. I worked until 3 o'clock, Zach worked until 4 o'clock. Saturday, Christmas Eve, we went to bed pretty late that night. I think we were both asleep by like 1:30, but usually I'm in bed by like 9 o'clock at the latest. So I was like ready to get some extra hours of sleep, get up at like 7 o'clock, be at work at 8:15. I get a call at 5 o'clock that morning saying you need to be here now. Like we open at 6:15 and like you need to be here. Like so and so's house got a tree landed on it, so they won't be able to open. So you're gonna have to open for us instead. So I hurried out of bed at 5 a.m., had some coffee, started the car, went out the door, and I was at work by like 6:20. Luckily we didn't open until 6:30, but I had to be there by 6:15. I was just like 5 minutes late just because I had to let my car defrost and everything like that. So I had a few extra hours of work this week. And I'm lucky because Friday, because of the bad weather in Bangor, we closed 2 hours early. So I definitely made up for that time. I'm definitely making up for a lot of the time this week. I'll be working 5 days this week, Tuesday through Saturday. So usually I have 2 days off during the week, but I have today off. And not including Saturday, Sunday. I have Sunday and then 2 other days off. But this week I'm working almost every day, except for today. So we have the holiday and observance today at my work. So at the YMCA, we're not open on this Monday in Bangor. And I'm not sure about the one in Old Town. I'm pretty sure they're closed too because Zach and I were going to go work out this morning. But we didn't even bother trying because I told them that they would be closed too. Just because like if the Bangor Y is closed, a lot of the time the Old Town Y is also closed. And so hopefully like our banks are all closed today. Like nothing is open right now, but Zach is at work today. So his US Cellular store is open. So if you want to go to Old Town US Cellular and get a new phone or a new phone plan or a new device, definitely go over there and give them a shout out because like he said they've had no business yet today and they opened at 9 o'clock and it's probably after 10 o'clock right now. Right now I'm sitting on my yoga mat, which is just awesome because I haven't done yoga in a couple days and I knew that today I wanted to absolutely move my body. And I just finished a nice quick yoga session. It's mostly restorative yoga that I do for my yoga practice. But it feels so good on my body and I'm just like so relieved every time I do it, like so much more relaxed than I was before. Even if I'm not stressed out before I do it, like it just puts me in such a good mood to just be here and relax and just enjoy my day a little more than I normally would if I didn't do yoga. So I'm just like really super excited that I got the chance today to already get it done. And I'm feeling really good today. Zach and I did not do a lot for like a holiday feast. We were gonna do like a big like roast and stuff like that on the smoker, but we just like spent our money on some other things that we wanted to get done instead. And so I made a shakshuka, which is like a tomato based egg dish. It's basically like tomato sauce with like some peppers and spices, and we had chickpeas to ours, and then you just like steam some eggs in the tomato sauce. And we didn't have any bread, but you can have it with like a nice piece of sourdough or like seed bread or something like that, like something that would like really like elevate the dish. And I do eventually want to make it the way that like I have been watching on like YouTube. I've been watching so many channels on how to make shakshuka because it absolutely is delicious the way I make it. But there are some ways that you can really like enhance like the base flavors, like by like roasting some peppers and like bell peppers and like jalapenos or like some other spicy pepper, and then like putting that together in the blender with like some garlic and roasted garlic or something like that, and making the base to the sauce, and then just adding tomatoes to that, onion, chickpeas, And then it's a vegetarian meal. And then you just add some eggs and have it with some nice grilled bread or something like that. Just sounds really nice. And so overall, like, we had a really, really good Christmas. We just celebrated just us two together. Thursday before, we did go out to dinner with my parents, and we had a really nice time with them and exchanged gifts. And it was just a really nice time to spend some time with family, other than like our household, just Zach and I. And Gabby and Charlotte both had a really good Christmas. That's Charlotte's our kitty, Gabby's our puppy. And the four of us just chilled here all day long. And Zach played some video games. I cooked a little bit. I made us shakshuka, and what did I have for lunch? I think I had some like rice and rice and eggs. We had lots of eggs because it's what we had in the house. It's so funny, like, we think about it, like, in our past, like, we've had less on holidays. Like, we literally Friday paid so many bills. This past Friday, like the Friday before Christmas Eve, we paid so many bills, and we didn't really have a lot left for Christmas gifts or anything like that. So when it came down to it, it was just Zach and myself, and that was enough for Christmas this year. Like, we really enjoyed it. We know in our future we want to be in a better place financially so that we can buy each other gifts. But we do know for the next 2 weeks we will be all in the green. Like, we have like one bill coming up that is gonna be due like at the beginning of January, like the first week of January. And so with that being said, we are gonna do some Christmas shopping, hopefully like this week and next week, and just do some nice things for each other that we weren't able to do on Christmas. So our Christmas is just gonna be like a couple weeks late. But we definitely I want to get Zach a nice cologne. He keeps on saying he's out of cologne. And I know there's a pair of boots that I've been dying to get. And so we're both really excited to just have a little extra money with our paychecks and not have to worry about like 5 different bills all in one day. It's something that we really want to work on with our structure at home, is just being able to have bills set up so they're not all in one week, especially like right before Christmas. But it's something we're working on. We have a budget that we built with I went to my dad's a couple weeks, or last week sometime, or 2 weeks ago, and we built a budget together, and it's something that Zach and I can really stick to if that's what we so choose to do with that budget. We have a lot that we want to work towards and save for. We want a new car. We do want to do some work on the house that may not get done, without us having to pay for it and then get paid back by the landlord per se. But there are just some things that we really want in life that we need to work for, and that means budgeting and saving money. So that's our Christmas gift for each other this year, is being financially sound, making sure that we have our bills paid. Like, Zach did just get me a new washer and dryer, which is really nice. I picked him out, or he picked it out, but he got a little watch and phone stand from Tesla, and he really liked it. He woke up this morning and went and got his watch and his phone and his keys and some stuff from Christmas that he got from his family. And he's like, look, it's all in one spot. He's like, isn't this awesome? I'm like, yeah, it's pretty cool. So he got that, and Christmas was pretty good this year, I would say. But anyways, back to my channel. Over Christmas, over the holidays, I put on a couple pounds, like maybe like a pound or two over Christmas. And I'm back down to almost to where I was when I weighed myself this morning with my clothes on, after drinking coffee, after drinking water and everything like that. I was just like a pound more than I was before Christmas started. So usually I take off like 3 or 4 pounds when I weigh myself with my clothes on, even with slippers and all that. Like, I had a sweatshirt, I had this outfit, so like shirt, short pants, sweatshirt, um, and like my glasses, my hair was up in a bun, like all these things that I contribute into my weight. Like, I counted, so technically I think I'm right around like 224, which is less than what I was before Christmas started. So I'm really excited about that. And it shows, like, I can feel it. Like, before, when I would take videos in this shirt, like, it would be like this, like tight and like around my waist and stuff like that. Now it's like loose and comfy, like around the arms. You can see that it's like loose and stuff. I just watched one of my previous videos of me driving in the car and taking a video, and the shirt was like tight around my arms, like so tight. And now it's like loosey goosey. Like, I'm not even pulling on it. Like, I'm just like showing you how I'm not like stretching the shirt out to show you it's looser than, like, this is like, it's so loose. And that's so cool because that's progress to me. Like, it's not all about the scale. Like, yeah, I have a weight goal and what a number on the scale that I'm trying to reach. But it's also about like these pants, like, I can't stand in them for more than like 5 minutes without them falling down. And it's like so exciting. And I did just do some yoga. Like I said, it felt really good. Today I definitely plan on doing some I'm not sure what part of my body I want to work out. I really like doing lower body. It feels really good every time. And I definitely need to strengthen my knees a bit because with my extra weight, like, my knees feel a little weaker. So building the strength around my knees is really important. So like things like squats and lunges and stuff is always really helpful. And so there's a lower body workout that I like by MadFit that is just like really always successful with me because I push myself to finish it. I do all the reps, I do everything. Maybe take like a 5-second break here and there, like 5-second break through the whole thing actually was the last time I did it. But I definitely know that I want to move my body more today, especially since the gym is closed. Oh, my nose is so itchy. But especially since the gym is closed, like, I want to move my body at home and do some good exercise, something that I can sweat with, really push myself for. So I think I'm going to do that lower body workout because it always feels good. Burn some calories, build some muscle, like, it's all the good things. And you got to drink your water. I think I filled this up at like 6 o'clock last night. That's doing pretty good. I slept all through the night, had a couple sips of water, maybe around like 1 in the morning. But just sticking with it. I think that's the biggest difference between me now and any other time, maybe except for when I was a teenager. I'm so dedicated just to bettering myself and making sure that, like, the goals that I'm going for, I am reaching. I'm not giving up. I am not stopping in the middle of this to take like a 6 month hiatus. I'm not binging for weeks at a time. Honestly, I think I did have some sort of like binging disorder for a while. But I have totally talked myself out of it. I did talk to a counselor for a little while about stuff like that. Whether I had like an eating disorder or something like that. But honestly, I think I was just stubborn, and I don't really recognize myself as having ED, but or disordered eating, whatever you want to call it. I don't personally ever think that I was a victim of that, but I definitely had some bad eating habits for sure, and maybe a little food addiction, if anything. Because looking at my past videos, I'm talking about like cookies, like food is my favorite thing, and like now it's just like a part of my life. Like, food isn't my life, but it helps fuel me through the day. And I know that when I eat certain things, I feel better, I'm fuller longer, I have more energy, and those things are proteins and fats, a little bit of carbs. Lately it's Christmas, there's been a lot of sugar going around. I've had a cupcake, I've had cookies, I've had coffee cake, all these things, pie, whatever, like, and I enjoy it because it's there for the season, and it's not something that I need every day, but it is nice to have once in a while. It's out of the ordinary that I do eat these things, and it's not something that I'm craving every day because I had them like for a holiday. And I feel really strong in my structure of what I've built for myself over the last couple months. I know that like having groceries in the house is the number one thing behind my success is having a good fridge full of food, because when our fridge is like low, like it makes me eat like more bread, more sugar, more cereal, like more things that are like easy access. When I prepare my meals and snacks, like I'm way more apt to have like high protein, a healthy fat, like avocado, eggs, some cheeses, cottage cheese, ricotta cheese, yogurt, like all things with like healthy fats, and also all things high in protein. So I also like when I have a full fridge of food, I have things like leftover chicken for snacks, for lunch, steak, pork, fish. We always have fish. And we just don't have those things right now. So we get our protein from things like chickpeas, beans, eggs, things that like are higher in carbohydrates, but also have a healthy portion of protein. But I noticed that my macros are like the carbs and proteins are like opposite right now. So when my protein is supposed to be 120, it's at like 75. And when my carbs are supposed to be 75, they're at like 120. And my fats are always right around like 45, 50, 60, which is right where they're supposed to be. But my carbs and my proteins right now are a little off. So I may not feel as full longer. I may eat more, but I still try to keep it within that calorie range. So that's really important, is keeping my calories down. They're not super low right now. I keep them at 1300. And for the most part, like I follow that to the T. I would say I follow my diet plan about 100%, if not like 95. Like I'm really good at following through these days, and I'm really super proud of myself for all of these things that I'm talking to you about, because there's a piece of me in the past that wasn't like this, that fought to eat the food that I wasn't supposed to because I thought that skinny girls eat whatever they want. You know, it was just a really bad mentality to be in. And I see now that like my mindset these days is so healthy and so much more appropriate for who I am and what I love. And I just feel like that like I just feel like that my life is in so much better order for like anything that I would have been trying to do in the past, I'm actually doing now successfully, and I'm really proud of myself for that. So I'm gonna hop off here and go and maybe read some books. Read a book. I have a book that I'm reading. It's called The Book of Dust by Philip Pullman. I'm kind of a big reader, but I haven't been for a few years, so trying to get back into it a little bit. So I'm gonna go relax, and you guys take care. Love you. Merry Christmas.